Sometimes life doesn't break you to destroy you. It breaks you to rebuild you. There are moments when everything feels empty, when dreams crumble and silence is louder than your heartbeat. That's where Arjun's story begins. Arjun had faced failure again and again. Every exam rejected him. Every company said no. Even his closest people started drifting away. He began to believe maybe success wasn't for him. He stopped meeting friends. He avoided every phone call, and every night he lay awake staring at the ceiling. He whispered to himself, "Why does this always happen to me?" One morning, Arjun entered his late father's old room. The air was still. Dust covered the furniture. He began cleaning drawers one by one. Then he found a small wooden box. Inside it was an envelope. It said, "For my son, when you feel defeated." Arjun froze. His hands trembled. He slowly opened the envelope. Inside was his father's handwriting. He began to read. "My dear Arjun, if you're reading this, it means life has pushed you down. But this is not the end. This is where your real story begins. You will fall many times, my son. The world may laugh at you, but every failure is shaping your strength. Life doesn't choose the strongest. It chooses those who never stop trying." Arjun wiped his tears. He could almost hear his father's voice again. He remembered when he was 10 years old. He fell off his bicycle and cried. His father said, "Try once more." He tried again. And that's how he learned balance. Now, his father's letter whispered the same lesson. You fall to learn balance. You fail to learn strength. Arjun closed his eyes and whispered, "I understand now, Dad." For the first time, his tears were not from weakness. They were from hope. He softly said, "I'm not done yet." That night, he took out his old notebook. He wrote one line on the first page, "I will rise again." He started small, 1 hour of study, one new habit, one sunrise at a time. Days turned into weeks. The pain didn't disappear, but now it gave him power. He failed again sometimes. But each time, he rose stronger than before. The boy who once gave up was becoming unstoppable. Months later, Arjun received an email. His hands trembled as he opened it. It read, "Congratulations. You've been selected." He smiled through tears, not because he won, but because he finally didn't quit. He framed the letter on his desk. Whenever he felt lost, he read his father's words again. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning of who you're meant to become. So if life breaks you, don't give up. Rebuild stronger. You are not weak. You are just in training. The pain you feel today will become your strength tomorrow. Remember Arjun's story. Remember your own strength. Because one day, the world will remember you. Not for how many times you fell, but for how many times you stood again. Never give up. Believe again. Subscribe to English Blossom for more motivational stories.